Okay, because the Derby this year is at night and we all need to keep awake and keep warm, I've decided that we would have a looking at my notes, chai bourbon steamer.
Okay.
And the bourbon that I've chosen is from right here in Calgary. It is from Bridgeland Distillery, and it uses Tabor corn. Therefore, the name bourbon as opposed to bourbon. Anyway, it's a really, really easy recipe. I've done some things ahead of time. You make the chai tea first. So you boil your water to a rolling boil, put 4 chai tea bags in, and let it sit for 6 minutes. Take the tea bags out there, otherwise it'll get way too strong. And then you add a cup of sugar to it and make a simple syrup with chai.
Wow, yum.
And the other thing that you do, and I'll just turn it on right now, is if you're lucky enough to have a steamer for your milk, you turn that on. If you don't have a steamer, you need to heat your milk to 160 degrees. So we'll just let that cook away, and in the meantime, we'll add the really good things in here.
Okay.
Okay. So make sure you've got a vessel that won't break under heat. And, oh wow, this looks so good. And I'll probably use something metal instead of a glass and burn my hands. So you want to add 1 3/4 ounces of the tea mixture. And you're supposed to add 1 1/2, but I'll probably add 1 3/4 of bourbon.
Might as well make it even, really.
Make it even. I love this bourbon. There we go. Now we just need to wait for that little light to go off. We will add that. I just can hardly wait. Can you imagine how much caffeine this has got in it?
It will be a good drink for of course, Derby at night. So Derby at home at night.
Keep you awake, keep you warm, all of the above.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We are ready. Yum. And of course, milk is my favorite drink, aside from bourbon. So I'm not going to measure this in. I'm just going to put it in. And I should have get some foamy stuff in there. You can tell I never worked at Starbucks. But
I think your barista skills are just fine.
Okay, so then I found Founders and Farmers. These are actually cinnamon sticks put together in Canada. So I am trying to do as much local as I can. The chai, of course, hard to get that. So put 1 of these in. Sunk. Too bad. So sad. I couldn't find long ones. And then what you do, because you want to be so cool, then you put cinnamon on top. And look at that. So that's a barista thing. And I doubt that you can see this, but the top of it is just half.
Okay.
And then you taste it. Oh, yum.
Well, it's a beautiful color.
That good.
Yeah.
That is just going to be fabulous for our at-home watching the Derby.
Right.
And my pick, of course, is our little Canadian mask. How exciting. to be able to watch him run. And I think the connection with the name to the Indigenous community is just going to really get us lots of attention, I hope.
Well, certainly positive to have an Alberta-bred horse that's a true contender for the Derby. It's pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
Hazel, a couple of questions for you. Have you ever had a horse in the Canadian Derby?
I have not.
Okay.
Looking forward to it though.
What would it mean to you to win the Canadian Derby?
Oh, can't imagine. I think, in your own province, I mean, we run horses in Ontario and it's great. And Canada is great. But to have it in your own province it would be so thrilling.
Yeah. And so you're not going to be at the Derby, you're going to be watching from home?
I am going to be watching from home. Guess what?
with your, what are we calling this? A chai steamer?
Yeah, Chai Berbon Steamer.
I think we should call it we got to add a Canadian twist and have a Century in there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we could just call it Century Berbon Steamer.
Oh, okay. I'm sure they won't. They won't be upset by that. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
We might be able to add something to the menu next year. You never know.
Absolutely.
What would you serve with this drink?
Well, it was quite interesting when I was listening to Nick Luck and the group, who was so exciting yesterday on their Cocktails and Conversations. They thought maybe Nice cookies might work.
Great.
Digestives kind of got a pass because if you dip them, they definitely go to pieces in your drink.
Right. A little too soft for you. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, I've got my horse mug here already.
Good.
And of course, I had my Breeders' Cup shaker cup that we got at Breeders' Cup last year, but it's plastic. It probably wouldn't work for this. But the cup I got.
Your cup would work. And next time we do this, I'll do a shaken one.
Okay, awesome. We can use our little shaker.
Yes, I do have a couple.
Okay, well, thank you for doing this, and we'll look forward to connecting on Sunday for the Canadian Derby.
Right.
Of course, for people who are watching, you can watch on HPI. You can watch on RTN, which is the Racetrack Television Network. Of course, you have an account for both of those. Is the only way to watch from home. But we do hope people will watch from home, have your Century Berbon Steamer and your cookies, and join us and cheer on Masquachis as he goes for his Canadian Derby.
Excellent.
Awesome. Thank you, Hazel.
You're welcome.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye-bye.